I would do is leave my child, especially young, with a gun laying around the house.
Right.
I mean, I gotta secure that. But let me tell you of something that is really huge now: home invasions or people kicking in doors with kids in the house. A lot of people, my son, this way we trained our son, and this is what the criminals told us to make sure you educate people on. When they come up and they knock on the door, why are they knocking on the door? See if someone's home. And a lot of people, they educate their kids that you don't go to the door. You don't let anyone know that you're in the house. The next thing they're going to do when they knock on the door is no one answers, they're going to kick in the door. What I did, and I always told my son, I said, you go to the door. And we actually have a glass door, okay? And I always told my son, you come up to him and you make eye contact with him. You tell him, Dad's in the bed asleep. Come back later. Okay. So what did he just tell that person? He told that person the house is occupied. Dad's in the bed. Dad's asleep. Dad may have a gun. Mm-hmm. That's what is running through the criminal's mind right now. Now you just took away the opportunity right there. That house now is a hard target. It's not a soft target. Now they're going to go to another house. Okay? So you have a plan. Okay, so you educate, because the last thing a lot of these people who knock on the door, they're knocking on the door to see if the house is occupied. If it's occupied, they're going somewhere else. And that's how you handle latchkey kids, and making sure that they don't get caught in a home invasion.
Safety, I know you're a 9th degree martial art.
Yes, sir.
You have numerous martial art studios in Mecklenburg County. Why is it so important that we know self-defense?
You know, looking is the criminal element. He's like a tiger or a lion. They're going to try picking on the weak, okay, the easy. And martial arts is going to teach you to be a strong individual. It's going to teach you the techniques. Do you have to be, I always tell everyone, like Muggsy Bogues, was he the tallest basketball player with the NBA? But could he, yes, right. And look at what he could do, okay, just because of his practice. And, you know, martial arts, not everybody, I mean, I'm 50 years of age now. I cannot do what I could do at 20 years of age. But if I am attacked by a 20-year-old now, I would be able to handle myself better because of the martial arts, the skills that I've learned over the years. So you just do this, it's like it's a way of life. It calms you that you will be able to protect yourselves. You'll be able to protect your families. So it's important to learn self-defense. Starting off as a kid, karate is secondary to what we teach. What we teach kids are life skills. I mean, I just finished summer camps this summer, and I take a kindergartner who is totally shy, afraid to look anyone in the eye. By the end of the week, they're walking up to a stranger, and we demonstrate it in every camp, every class. They come up and introduce themselves. They know the 3 things. I'll get any kid, I'll bring them up, what's the 3 things for a polite greeting? They're going to tell you good eye contact, a good loud voice, and a good firm handshake, and have a smile. And they come up and they introduce themselves to someone they've never met before. That is powerful, because now they're able to look someone in the eye, they have that confidence, they have that self-esteem, and and that's something that's going to carry on for the rest of their life. So martial arts is something, life skills, when you're young, but then as you become an adult, then it's more into the self-defense. So if someone just comes up, you know, like shaking your hand. Did you notice something when I shook your hand? Okay?
Not really.
Like right here. Why did I always put my finger right here? Because you can never squeeze my hand.
Oh, okay.
If my hand is like this, you could squeeze my hand, because all the bones are together, okay?
Correct.
See? But if I put my hand like this, you can never squeeze it. Put both hands on it. You squeeze as hard as you want, you could never squeeze my hand. Okay. And that's just by doing this. It's by technique.
Correct.
It's just the simple technique of that laying that index finger. Every hand I shake, because I shake a lot of hands now, I always lay that index finger, because there's some people, you know, like to squeeze hands. From here, I have total control. And from here, it never hurt. And it's just, everything's technique. Size has nothing to do with it. We do, with our sheriff's office training, our defensive tactics. I'm the lead DT instructor for our sheriff's office. And then what we do is we do a confrontational drill. At the end, I bring one of our students who's, she started with me in kindergarten. She weighs 110 pounds. She'll fight over 200-pound male sheriff recruits, and she's never lost. She's never lost. And she weighs 110 pounds. So it's not size. Size does matter, there's no doubt, but technique is everything. Take Tiger Woods. Is he the biggest and strongest golfer? No, it's the technique. He's able to just sit there and swing. This is why size doesn't matter, it's the technique that you want to learn. And I always tell everybody, like, scenarios, putting yourselves in situations and get yourselves out of it. Give you an example. Several gold medals in February won in the Olympics the night before in bed. Everybody says, what do you mean, what are they doing the night before in bed? They're lying there visualizing exactly what they're going to do the next day. That's what you got to do. You got to visualize and always win. You always have to win. I give an example of, this is what a little homework assignment I always give people in my crime prevention class. I tell them, tell me what's going to happen in your house at 2 o'clock in the morning, home invasion, someone kicks in your door. Does your family have a plan? And mine does, my whole family does. You know, if, Paul, if you would come over and spend a night at my house, before I would set the alarm in my house, I'll have a conversation with you. I will tell you, if the alarm goes off, the burglar alarm goes off, do not leave your bedroom, okay? You ask my son, okay, what do you do if the alarm goes off? I don't leave the bedroom. The reason being, when the alarm goes off, it tells me where they're at in my home. Oh, okay. It tells me where they're coming towards me, they're going away from me, as far as the intruder. And the last thing I want to worry about is killing my house guest or killing one of my family members because we didn't have a plan. This is why I say have a plan, okay? And visualize things in your mind. Always win. You always have to win.
I know we have a lot of cases of domestic violence. Why is it so important that individuals get involved with domestic violence, you know, with self-defense?
It really empowers them. It empowers them that they're able to control the situation. And, you know, this is what I always tell everyone, if they're ever a victim of domestic violence, it's not going to stop one time. It's always continuing. You got to break the cycle and get out of that domestic violence situation.
Captain Carmichael, we're running short on time. I really appreciate you coming on, and if you have time to come back and educate our audience more on safety, crime prevention. One more thing, you're running for sheriff, aren't you?
Yes, sir. I am the Democratic nominee for the sheriff's office, or for the sheriff's election, November the 4th.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. We have the future sheriff, Captain Carmichael. Thank you for coming on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the show, and you be encouraged.
A lady went up to local hospitals. Lady gets off of her second shift job at night. She's walking out to a car. As she's walking out, she just looked over to the right. She saw a guy hide behind a bush. 11 o'clock at night, what does this lady have? It's called tunnel vision. It's time to go home. She's walking straight. Just as soon as he gets beside the bush, the guy jumps out. He grabs her from behind. She screams. He takes off. He's apprehended. Taken down to Mecklenburg County Jail. I was working in the booking room that night. As I was booking this guy through, I asked him, I said, why? Why did you attack her? His reply was A, opportunity. He said, right beforehand, two ladies had come out. He said he did not want two, he wanted one. He also stated the lady presented a weak image. Weak image represents the West Side rapists we had in our city many years ago. The guy raped 11 victims. Who did he attack? 50, 60, 70-year-old ladies at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. They want the weak, they want the strong. They want the easy, they want the hard. This is the way they think. If you think about a lion or a tiger, you know, when it picks its prey, it does not pick the biggest, the strongest, and the fastest. It will always pick the weakest, the slowest, and easiest. And that's exactly the way our criminals are. Do we allow tigers and lions? The Sheriff's Office since 1986, and when I began with the Sheriff's Office, we only had 75 officers. Today we're 1,300 employees. We've exploded in growth. And this whole program is based off of criminal interviews. How many criminals have attacked, raped, even killed? The 5 reasons why. They're common holds, grabs, situations that they place their victims in. In the next very short period of time, this is what I'm going to go with you. Also discuss laws and legalities. When does a person have the right to use force as individuals when they do not? Because you know there's a time. Then also what goes through an attacker's mind? Why is he attacked? What is he expecting? What does he hope to gain from this? This is how often crime happens. It ranges from a murder every 21 minutes to an aggravated assault every 33 seconds. How about the next one? Almost everyone will be the victim of personal theft at least once in their life. How many in here have had something taken from you in your life? I mean, most of us. I mean, somebody stole your milk money in elementary school, and most people have had something taken from them. How about the next one? 87% of the population will be a victim 3 more times. Anyone had 3 more?